Hello everybody, it's me JTA Hans here, and today we are at another Lowe's. This time they have everything, so we're gonna go around, show you guys everything, and yeah. Starting off, here's the timekeeper. He's a little quiet, so I can't really hear all of his audio, but sounds really cool. His look is super cool. Very unique face, really unique design, especially for something that Lowe's, like, think back like 10 years ago, they just kind of had gemmy witches and nothing too crazy. Moving over here, we saw these guys last time, but you know, the little dancing skeleton and ghost. They're alright, they dance around, but they look nice. And then this guy. Pretty cool. I wish that he had a little more detail on his outfit, but there's too much sound. Hold on. He's kind of cool. I like the movement a lot. Also, I believe that the arms are meant to be posed like more towards like the L shape, so it looks like he's kind of doing his hip swinging thing a little bit more. Also, his audio is insanely intimidating. Super cool audio. Again, I said before, but I'm not like a crazy big fan of stuff being huge for no reason, but I feel like he's an exception. He's super terrifying. All right, so next we have the Peekaboo Clown. Yeah, he's alright. He's alright. He's not that amazing to me, but I like the color choices. Next up we have this witch. Actually, she's not working. I tried her before, but I've heard her audio in some other videos. I really like the voice. Also too, it is like a real voice actor, so I think this stuff is relatively safe. One thing I don't like is the fire around the cauldron. I feel like it's just kind of weird and cheesy, but aside from that, I think she's pretty cool. Here we have hitchhiking ghosts from Haunted Mansion. I think we totally could have gotten full-sized versions of these guys. I think these are okay for smaller scale 3-foot characters, but like they're not very accurate to the source material, which is the ride. And for 300, that's a little much in my opinion. They're interesting. I don't absolutely hate them, but I don't think that they're like a cool faithful thing. Also too, we have this 12-foot skeleton that they had last time I went. Really cool. I like the sculpt on it a lot. So next we have this Gravedigger.
Tread carefully, with the shovel in my hand, yearns to dig into the grave.
Let's play him one more time.
This shovel has witnessed the burial of countless souls. Will yours be next?
I think he's pretty cool. I think his eyes are very creepy. I also like his face a lot. I think it's pretty unique with like his beard and mustache and stuff. I think he's pretty cool for the most part. I don't like how his shirt is kind of hanging out like that. I don't know if it's supposed to be tucked in or not, but also too, they have this huge skeleton groundbreaker thing with these purple, well, they're purple in real life. They're more blue on camera, but this is kind of cool. $250 for this thing. Next up, we have the Nightmare Spectre.
Listen to the call of death. The corpse bell slowly tolls for thee. Join us in our call to the midnight hour.
I'm gonna play him one more time, actually.
Sense the spine tingling chill in the air. Listen for the bell to ring. With every toll, I get closer. With every ring, your fate draws nearer.
Okay, yeah, so this guy is super awesome. His audio quality is also extremely good, which is really incredible. He's also pretty loud, and the bell toll is really realistic. The bell chiming, really cool animatronic, and for literally only $100. It's very cool. I think he's a good use of creating a unique character within like a small budget. Super cool.
Don't be scared. Come closer and face your fears in this field of nightmare.
Yeah, so we saw him last time. He's really cool. And then next we have the Blood Howler. Yeah, this guy is like insanely cool in my opinion. I don't like how he talks. I feel like it's a little random, but he's literally like so massive, and that movement is so cool. I think it's a lot cooler than that techie one they released a few years ago. This one looks pretty realistic for the most part. There's some issues I have with the costume, like I'll kind of move over here and show you. Like I do wish this was tattered a little more. I feel like it's a little, you know, weird being just cut off cleanly. Other than that, he's super cool. I also like that he is like a more like grayish white werewolf as opposed to a brown one. I have a lot of hope for this company so far. I think they're called Sing Song International. Yeah, I'm excited to see what else they put out soon. Anyway, moving over here, we have a bunch of inflatables and blow molds. And then we have our Master Gracie portrait up there. I don't think it's turned on. I don't know if it's, oh no, it's just a constant thing, but I don't think it's turned on. It's really cool. Down here we have some blow molds. You have the Stitch blow mold, this Snoopy one, which I love, this Casper one. A lot of people I feel have been talking about that one. I really like that. And then this Mickey one. I think they've had this in years past, but I really like this Snoopy one. Over here I'll kind of show all these inflatables. Minions, Peanuts. Not sure how many of these are new. I know they've had this dragon before. R2-D2, Minions, Pennywise. Some other little things here. Hello Kitty. Do some Thanksgiving inflatables. Stormtrooper. Scoob. What else? Bunch of other stuff. I like these. The Frankenstein's monster and Bride of Frankenstein. They're cute. They're cool. I like his square head. And then up here we have these little wire frame coated in fabric outdoor decorations. They're nice. So over here we have some Froggy's Fog, which is pretty cool. Froggy's Fog is a really cool company for fog machines and fog liquid. Some more of this Haunted Mansion stuff. We have the Hitchhiking Ghosts. These all light up individually of each other, which I think is cool. There we go. Some tombstones. Nothing too exciting with those. Oh, down here we have some more of these Haunted Mansion tombstones. Pretty nice quality. They don't do anything, but they look cool. And then we have the cousin Algernon. I don't know how you say his name. I'm not a crazy Haunted Mansion fan, so I'm sorry for butchering that, but he's here in bust form. We have some Halloween pillows. And up here we have a Froggy's fog machine for 50 bucks, which is a lot for a fog machine, but like whatever. Step pads. This one's kind of interesting. It says step then run. These Haunted Mansion footstep projectors for 50 bucks. That's crazy. That is insane. Same thing with this for 40 bucks. That's too much. That's crazy. We have these Haunted Mansion haunted books. These don't do all too much other than just play grim grinning ghosts and do the same thing every Gemmy haunted book has done. This cloche of Corpse Bride. Frankenweenie. Let me turn this one off. I think this one is the best one visually. It's very true to the characters. Get the point. And then this one is Beetlejuice. This one's really cool too. It's a little weird how the house lights up like that, but I mean, whatever. And we have these little stands. I think these are for pumpkins, which is kind of cool. We have that bust here set up. And then we have Frankenweenie right here. A lot of people have gotten him this year. One thing that bothers me with him is that he's missing, I don't know if it's on, I think it's on both eyes, but he's missing the darkness that's supposed to be around his eyes. And I feel like it really kind of takes away from the look of this thing. But anyway, here we go, the full-size Corpse Bride characters. We're gonna play Emily. I honestly don't hate her. I actually like the eye pop out movement. I think her audio is a little weird because of course it's not the official movie audio. And we have Victor. Unfortunately, he's collapsed for easy storage. I don't really know why, but we'll play him anyway.
Oh, your eyes. Lovely.
He's got so many more faces.
I like your enthusiasm. Gather round, everybody. What's happening? We've decided to do this thing properly. So grab what you can and follow us. We're moving this wedding party upstairs. With this hand, I will lift your sorrows. Your cup will never empty, for I will be your wine.
I think he's pretty cool, honestly. I think both of them are relatively fine, but if only Spirit hadn't just put out their own. So over here we have a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns. I did not see this one, this white light up one. Kind of cool. We have this one, which is pretty cool. This pumpkin, I think it's like everywhere now. I saw it at Marshall's. It's really, really cool, this one. This thing's been coming out for the last, like, 2 years now, I think. And some more pumpkins. We have, again, the singing one. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Some more light up pumpkins. These all have this like kind of flame effect. Oh, this is kind of cool, this white one. Some more pumpkins here. Also too, we have these kind of hanging up over here, but these are like big floodlights for, I guess, your lawn. Cool that they're selling these in the Halloween section. They're 10 bucks. Not sure if that's a great price or not. I don't really have anything to reference for that. I don't really buy these too much, so you guys can make an opinion on that. But anyway, up next we have this witch. Let's play her.
Stay, won't you? Forever.
For some reason, I feel like she's always facing the wrong direction. Not sure what the deal is with that, but I got her. I actually modified her eyes to be totally different. I think that the Reaper with the bell is probably a little cooler for 100 bucks, but if you're looking for a really nice classic witch, I mean, I think she fulfills that pretty well. We have this one, this tombstone. This is from a few years ago, but we'll play it. It seems as though the sound is off, but this thing's really cool. I like the spiderweb kind of effect it has going on. And then finally, for this little section, we have this guy. He's also returning. Let's play him. He's pretty cool. I feel like I never really paid much attention to him when he came out, but he's nice. He's pretty nice. So over here we have these little lanterns with signs on them. These are very classic Halloween. I like this a lot. Gives me very like nostalgic, old school fall Halloween vibes. Some different colored lights. Some of these projectors. This one's very cool with this pumpkin man sort of character on it. We also have these, which I showed in my last video, but they just light up. He doesn't seem to be working, but she does. Haunted book. And then, since he'll just kind of ramble on forever, we have some more pumpkins and stuff. These are more home decor-y. We have this skull with this like scale pattern on it. This, yeah, it's like, it looks almost like a snake skin. This pumpkin with some hands on it. This one also having these weird scales. I don't really like understand why they have scales, but we have this big crow or raven on a skull. Very cool. Some more haunted books. Unfortunately, as cool as these things are, they are totally done to death. It's curtain light, floodlight, some more of these ghostly projection sort of things. Oh, and this is a purple version of that other one. And now moving up here, we have this little pair of ghosts, which are 100 bucks each, which is a little much in my opinion. Some neon signs, and we also have this window girl. She is super, super creepy in my opinion. Something very interesting about her is that her head movement is completely randomized, I think. So she kind of jolts her head in different positions. Very lifelike, very realistic. I would really want to see other animatronics that aren't these constant motion things utilizing that kind of random head movement, and also the Quaker head movement, because it looks so realistic. So I think she's going to be very creepy to see inside of people's windows or in displays. I also like her dress a lot. She has this interesting paisley, if I can focus, this interesting paisley print sort of pattern. Really, really cool. Not really anything we've seen before. And then next up we have these little girls.
We're just dying to give a hug.
They're okay.
We just love Halloween. Not the tricks, but always the treats.
And right here, this thing is one of my favorites they have, but it's this skull stack kind of candle combo. It does light up kind of, I guess it's only lighting up blue now, so you could probably change it, but Very cool sculpt, super cool looking. Yeah, this is one of my favorites they have here. And then over here, they have this little willow tree, which is pretty nice. Off to the side of all the madness of the bigger decorations, we have a bunch more pumpkins. This spider has decided to take a seat there. Some skulls. These BarkBox Halloween dog toys. BarkBox is a pretty big thing these days. Some Day of the Dead sort of looking skulls and stuff, which is pretty cool. Some light timers, which is awesome. Cool to have these kind of presented out here because this stuff is very important for, you know, certain kinds of displays. Some spray paint. That's kind of interesting. They have Halloween. This is glow-in-the-dark spray paint. And they have some purple, orange, and black spray paint. Extension cords, another super important thing. And then over here, Dremel, some bits, spider web.
Bendable arms and legs. They're bendable.
Some bendable spiders. We have some doormats that are kind of hard to reach all the other ones since they're stacked. So I guess you have to just get lucky or make a mess of the store. Some gel clings, super classic, fun Halloween stuff. More dog toys and dog clothing. Some more skeletons. But over here they have these pretty cool things. These are very classic, very classic, like Fun World style groundbreakers. These are all $20, which I think is a little much because they're very cheaply made. But and then over here we have a bunch of different kinds of caution tape. We have some Halloween ones, and then we have some regular caution tape, which is pretty cool. They probably just pulled this out of their other sections. And this one, let's see what this says. This says Monsters Ahead. I'm a very big regular caution tape fan. I think, you know, for, oh my gosh, more realistic, scary scenes, caution tape is just always something extra to make something pop a little more. Also, I just noticed, but they actually do have all their inflatables set up. They're all the way up there, so I can't really show them too close, but Frankenstein's monster is fallen over, but the Bride of Frankenstein is standing up. She looks pretty cool. Her face looks a little gray for some reason. Don't really think I'm a huge fan of that. We have Scoob, another little dog, candy corn jack-o'-lantern. I think that's supposed to be a witch down there. We have Oogie Boogie, a little ghost, Bluey, Chase from Paw Patrol, Stitch, Ghost Mickey, and we have Hello Kitty. And then over here some Thanksgiving stuff. There's a few Fallen Harvest things over here. So like these little tin signs and stuff. Pretty classic, nothing too new. Some wreaths, other little decor, pumpkins and stuff. Very different vein of products compared to what's next to this whole area. And finally, I think concluding this Lowe's trip, we have the skeleton section. So we've got a bunch of these pose and stay skeletons, all by Gemmy, I'm pretty sure. Multitudes of colors here. We have this pure white, then we have this kind of dirty one, pink and green. Actually, only 4 colors, but all right, well, that was it for this tour of Lowe's. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and I will see you in the next one.